Practice makes perfect. That's what we all know, right? That's what I've always gone on, is that, like, if I fail at something, try and try again until you get it right. And, whenever you do something, not analyze yourself, but, like, you know, you can see the things that you should do and the things that you should avoid doing. And the first time you do anything, it's never going to turn out exactly as you wanted it to. You're going to have to do it a second time, a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time, 100th time. And, I do this when I'm cooking dinner. I cook something and then there's going to be changes that need to be made. Or when I'm working, there's going to be things that I need to do differently with that person's hair. We all do this, like, all the time. And that's just how we live. That's how you go through life, like, that's how I go through life anyway. But then there's this totally conflicting, contradictory, just opposite idea that also is very much life. And that's that there are things that you will do that there will be no dress rehearsal. There will be no script. You're going to be on stage with no script, not knowing who the audience are, and you're supposed to entertain everybody, and you're not very good at ab-libbing. I don't know if it's ab-lib, I think so. Don't know if you can say ab-libbing. I'm 31 weeks pregnant, and that's the third trimester, so I'm in the third trimester. I have about, like, 9 weeks to go. But then, like, that doesn't even mean anything in some ways, because you could have the baby beforehand. You could have the baby after that. You don't know if you're going to go past your due date. A due date is just such a nonsense thing anyway, that when people ask me, it almost annoys me. Like, what date are you due? Like, I don't know. Like, and then when you just, like, I just say early December, because that's when I'm due. And that just seems to almost, like, but when? But what date? I don't know. Ask her. Ask her. She'll tell you when she decides she wants to come out. It's got nothing to do with me. Not really. There's things I can do, and, like, yeah, you can prep for a birth, obviously. There's things you can do. You can keep yourself active. You can eat healthy. You can mentally prepare yourself in some ways. But, at the end of the day, like, being a mom, giving birth, any of these things, they're all just, like, you just do it on the day and that's it. Like, there's no practice. Like, I can't be, like, halfway through the birth and suddenly be like, let's stop this. I want to go back and we're going to do it again because I didn't like how I did that. You just can't, that it doesn't work like that. There is no practice. Will have no idea what true contractions feel like, I don't think, until I actually go into labor, like, as far as I know. And it's not that, like, I'm scared of the pain or anything like that. I'm just like, there's not one thing that, like, I'm scared of. Like, there's not, like, one little thing. It's just, it's the whole, everything being just, like, up in the air and everything just being kind of murky and not really knowing what's there. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of just, like, I feel like I'm just, like, going through them every day and kind of trying to prepare, but then, not having a clue how to prepare, like, what do you do? And I know these feelings are totally normal, like, and natural, and, I'm probably not the only woman who has felt fine throughout the whole pregnancy, and then in the last trimester suddenly kind of gone, oh shit, like, this is actually kind of scary, because I haven't felt anything throughout the whole pregnancy, like, not felt anything, but, like, not felt, like, any anxiety or any anxiousness. Not really. In the very beginning, I worried a little bit about work, and I suppose that is something that's still, like, there in the back of my mind. I work for myself. I don't really know how this is going to work out. I've got clients asking me, like, when are you going to come back? I don't know. I've never had a baby before. I don't know what this baby's even going to be like, even if I had one before. It's just, there's so many things that are changing, and it's like, it's coming at me, and I'm excited for it, and I'm ready for it, and I want it, but at the same time, like, it's just a little bit, I don't know, like, anxiety almost makes it sound like, say I'm anxious, makes it sound like a negative thing, because there's so much negativity around that word anxiety. But like, you know, anxiety to me is quite like, it's like a natural feeling that I think all humans are faced with. You know, I don't think that it's necessarily a bad thing to feel anxious. You know, it just means that, you know, whatever's coming is important, and you just, your body knows that you need to kind of like, you know, get like, it's like, I feel like anxiety to me is like that kind of fighter inside me. It's like the fighter is kind of like getting ready to like, yeah, okay, let's do this. I'm getting pumped, you know, pumped. But then that sounds weird too. If I'm like, oh yeah, I'm pumped for this pregnancy and I'm anxious for this pregnancy, sounds negative. But anyway, that's just that. 31 weeks pregnant. Where's my belly? Can't really notice it in the stuff that I'm wearing as much today. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you can see it. Everything's good. Everything's happy. I'll see you in the next video.